I've been in many small groups over the years, beginning when I was in junior high. Each of those groups has made a significant impact in my life and the lives of my co-participants, both at the time we met regularly and in more recent days, as those bonds have carried us together through some of life's most difficult struggles and times, and most exciting and happy moments. I strongly believe that God provided those important connections. Let me give you a few examples. My husband Brian and I participated in a newly married couples study, which began a year or so after we were married. Together, this group explored some of the qualities and practices of a good marriage and grew together as our families began to grow also. We created traditions around holidays and became godparents to each other's children. When Brian was killed in 2008, some of these couples flew and drove hundreds of miles in order to participate in his memorial service. For their ongoing love, I'm so grateful. The group I met with when I was in my late 20s for 8 years saw boyfriends and girlfriends come and go, several joy-filled weddings, and the births of children. We experienced returning to graduate school, illness and death of parents, balancing life and careers, and doing much exploring of our world together. Together, those bonds today have been important as we've walked the path of grief, becoming young widows, raising children as single parents, raising a developmentally disabled child. Our past connection has allowed us to support each other in ways that none of us anticipated all those years ago. Here at LAUMC, I belong to the Working Moms in Fellowship group. Although I'm not a working mom at the moment, I am a working mom at heart. These amazing women have laughed, prayed, fed, hugged, and cried with me. They have held my children close to their hearts and volunteered to help me organize my house. We have shared recipes, laundry tips, and our hearts. As Carla says, we feel like we have found our tribe. And I have to insert a not very subtle advertisement here that we meet on the first and third Wednesday evenings, and we're always glad to meet new friends. Now, many of my examples that I've just shared with you have involved tragic events, but I don't want you to think that belonging to a small group leads to tragedy. Life has all sorts of happy, rich, loving moments, and some downright horrible, shocking, take-your-breath-away events. Having a strong connection to a faith community does really make a difference, both in the easy and the hard things. My life has been so much richer through these groups. Having close friends with the common goal of exploring God's purpose and direction and experiencing God's love through each other is a life-changing and life-enriching experience. As group life kicks off, it's your chance to make your own connections and to get a taste, or perhaps a refreshingly new taste, of God's community of love. Jim Henson says in the Muppet movie, "There's not a word yet for old friends who've just met." And I look forward to meeting some new old friends. Perhaps you'll meet some too.
Amen. Thank you, Carol.